I'm going to be giving you guys another Division 2 guide, something that I haven't really seen videos that clearly, concisely feel like they get to the point on this. So this is how to get your crafting materials, everything you need crafting-wise for optimization. So when you craft for optimization, you know you need these field recons and these tactical assessments. And honestly, getting them is a hell of a grind. Okay, guys, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the tactical assessments. By far is by doing the floor 10 summit grind. Now I'm going to explain this to you. For those of you who do not know, I'm going to assume a fair bit of you may know this, but you simply go into summit. I just would put it on normal mode, go into summit, refresh it. I just put it on normal and speed run my way to floor 10. You can do this with any technical 10th floor, so any boss floor, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, probably not 100, but so on and so forth up the line. So you can go up and you can do this on any of the boss floors. I just recommend go to 10, get there and go ahead and load up into there. So once you get to that floor, what you're going to do is you're going to go in, you're going to kill the boss, and you're not going to clear the floor. You're just going to kill the boss, and then you're going to return to the lobby, and you can literally just do that over and over and over and over. Kill the boss, don't clear the floor, leave an enemy left, kill the boss, return to the lobby, go back up, kill the boss, leave an enemy left, return to the floor, go back up, blah, 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 over and over and over and over and over and over. And you can do that just over and over again. It's really quick. It takes me maybe, with the loading screens, I want to say 2 to 3 minutes to kill a boss and load back up. The longest time, and honestly, personally, I find this quite boring because of the loading screens, but the longest time for me is just loading back up and down in the elevators over and over again in the summit. Maybe if you have a better PC, it'll be quicker. I don't know, but the longest time, in my opinion, is that. I use my hotshot build when I do this, but you can also use a little bit more of a tanky build because it can get a little sketchy when you're trying to go grab your tactical assessment and go back. But you'll get 4 tactical assessments. You have to do this on heroic to get those 4 tactical assessments. But you will get 4 tactical assessments a pop on these. So you go up, you get it, boom, 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 boom. Really quick, really easy, the most effective way to get tactical assessments for any of them. Obviously, it's random, so if you're looking for Cleaner's tactical assessment, you have no way to guarantee that you'll get that Cleaner's tactical assessment, but 1 out of 5 times, you'll get the Cleaners, most likely. Sometimes you'll get Cleaners back-to-back, sometimes you won't get them for 10. So it can be a little bit rough, but you'll stock up on those tactical assessments very quickly. So that is honestly pretty much the gist of it. Obviously, also, you can play Countdown and get tactical assessments and your field recon and all that stuff in Countdown by simply buying your optimization caches. You can also get optimization caches by doing summit challenges, so you can turn those bad boys on as well and grind out your summit challenges as well to get optimization caches. But optimization caches will grant you, I believe, 5 field recon and some tactical assessments, 4 tactical assessments for a random assorted enemy type. So it could be outcast 3 times, or it could be not outcast 10 times. It's all RNG, as this game is. So that is pretty much how you grind out the tactical assessment side of things. You can also grind out tactical assessments in the open world by doing bounties, but that's just, in my opinion, not effective whatsoever. If you're going to grind out tactical assessment, I recommend 100% you do it in the summit using that summit tactic, or you could go in, if you're doing Countdown, purchase the optimization caches. But there's a lot of different things you can purchase with your Countdown points, so I don't know if you want to grind out to purchase your optimization caches, but that's obviously personal preference. I'm just giving you the intel on the best ways to do it. So let's go ahead and move into the next category here. So to get field recon, again, optimization caches, you will get field recon 4 per cache per random enemy class. But is that the best way? Not in my opinion. The best way, in my opinion, is by doing control points. Now, control points are going to give you a great sum of XP. You need to do these on heroic, of course, for everything. Heroic is your friend. It is your friend. If you have not gotten yourself a hotshot build, I'm going to say that I'm going to release my hotshot video before this one, so I will link you below my hotshot build. This makes everything a breeze. You one-shot literally everything, and it just makes going through these control points an absolute breeze. It takes me like 3 to 5 minutes a pop on a control point. I'm also going to recommend you, if you're going into New York, I'm going to recommend you the City Hall control point to grind out. What I do is I load in, I do the control point, I reset the control point, and then it takes you to the nearest safe house, and you run back to the control point. That's what I do. I recommend City Hall if you're in New York. I will later have to come back and recommend you the other one in, I'll have to recommend you a different one in, DC, because I don't know which one I like to do quite yet in DC. Maybe Overgrowth. Overgrowth might happen to be the one that you get recommended. But City Hall in New York, 100%, and you might want to grind it in New York if anyone's asking, just for a change in scenery, a different vibe, because you want to kill cleaners instead of, Black Tusk, whatever, alright? Anyway, back to my point here. So, again, if you haven't, get yourself a hotshot build. 100% the best way to grind out your control points. Super fast, super easy, super effective. Literally 5 minutes per control point. And then you're getting 4 Field Recon per control point. So, that's 15 in about 15 minutes, obviously. Not quite that fast, but that's still a pretty effective way to get your Field Recon. So, that's pretty much all it is, man. It's pretty much grinding these summits, and it's pretty much grinding your control points, which is a large part of what you're doing already. Control points are great, especially in New York, for materials. They're great for XP. They're great for Field Recon. They're great for having fun. I don't know. I mean, obviously, they can become a little bit tedious, and they can become maybe a little bit grindy and a little bit obnoxious at times, but then just switch it up and go do Countdown instead, or go do some PvP, take a break, switch it up and do something different. But for sure, Summit, floor 10 grind for tactical assessment, in my opinion, and get yourself on the field, for the Field Recon, get yourself doing control points and grinding those out. And anytime you get optimization caches, it's obviously a happy day, because you just, you're getting everything in one go, which is pretty nice, and that's why some could also argue that grinding out Countdown's a really good way to do it. But Countdown, in my opinion, is just a bonus way. If you're grinding out gear and you can spend those, you don't want exotic caches or whatever, you can afford to spend them on tactical assessment, then for sure, or optimization caches, then for sure do that. Okay guys, so I have some official math for you. I did 3 different things and did them each for an hour to give you guys the official math on which is the best way to get Field Recon. And simply, we're going to talk about control points, and we're going to talk about the Dark Zone, because I did talk to you guys about how the Dark Zone's another viable option to get control points. So I did some math on how many levels I got and how much Field Recon. So let's start off by saying that with control points, doing them for an hour, with a hotshot build, I got 17 levels and 52 Field Recon. Levels, 17 levels in an hour is pretty good. 52 Field Recon an hour, pretty good. That's not bad. 2 hours, that's, 104 or so Field Recon, depending on your efficiency. And then doing control points with a tank build, which was just the other option that I used. This was the option I used in the DZ, so I wanted to duplicate that. Doing an hour worth of control points using a tank build, I got 13 levels with 40 Field Recon. So still very good, very viable there. And then in the DZ, I got 10 levels, which is quite a bit of a fall off compared to those other two. Mainly the hotshot build, that's 7 level fall off, 3 level fall off from the tank build. But nonetheless, 10 levels in an hour and 80, I repeat, 80 Field Recon. So in 2 hours, you'll get about 150, 160 Field Recon, which is actually pretty legit information. I farmed for, I think, about 3 to 4 hours and had over 200 Field Recon and was like, holy shit. So I have to formally suggest that if you are looking for Field Recon, which again is what this video is about, if you're looking for Field Recon to optimize, to do the Dark Zone and go from landmark to landmark and farm just straight up landmark. But if you get, if you just get frustrated, players kill me, it doesn't matter. I'm not farming in the Dark Zone. If I get knee B or whatever while I'm in there, nice. But it does not matter. I'm literally just going from landmark to landmark in order to get Field Recon. So, yeah, levels aren't great, though. Control points, again, with 52 are not bad. But, again, if you're looking for Field Recon, the DZ is statistically the best way to do it. And if you're looking for tactical assessment, floor 10 on this summit, best way to do it. So, thank you guys. And, yeah, that's all.